marketing as a function for me should ideally be, very, very collaborative and very closely linked to business. At the end of the day, the objective of marketing is to drive business objectives, business goals. Of course, the brand metrics are important, which the marketing function drives. But the end objective of driving the brand metrics is also to end up driving business objectives, right? And also, if you look at marketing, there are 4 Ps, right? Typically that you drive, which is product, placement, pricing, and then promotion. So it's not just one of the verticals that you're driving. So at the end of the day, my perception is that you can't drive the 4 Ps if you are in isolation, right? So independence in marketing for me is, to an extent, the capability to take the right decisions when it comes to communication, creativity, with respect to media plans, which are unique traits, which are specialized traits, which are traits that only marketing people understand, know, and are able to optimize. So I think the ability to have the decision-making capability without interference when it comes to those specialized traits is what independence in marketing should be. However, overall as a function, I don't think marketing as a function should operate in isolation with respect to other business functions. In fact, the sole objective of marketing as a function is to drive business objectives, and hence it has to work very closely with the business functions. So if you look at, for example, product is not something that marketing can drive on its own. It can take consumer insights and give it to the product team who develops products which are suitable for the consumers within the market. When you look at placement, right, you'll have to work very closely with the sales teams, with the distribution teams, to be able to ensure that the product is available at the right places and the right consumer touch points. When it comes to pricing, you'll have to work with business and finance to ensure that the P&L at a product level is profitable for you, right? So I think at the end of the day, you can feed in information to different functions, you can work collaboratively, but if you have to own all 4 Ps, it's not something which can be done in isolation or independently. However, when it comes to decision making, like I said, with respect to some aspects of promotion, for example, what should be the comms? What should be the media split? These are very, very specialized skill sets that marketers have. And I think that is where you should have a say, you should have credibility within the organization to drive the comms and the media split and the media choices that will optimize the best results. However, at the KPI level, I think it has to be collaborative. At the other Ps, it has to be collaborative. When it comes to promotion and specific aspects of promotion, which are skill set dependent, which are specialized fields, I think there the marketing team should have the independence to take the calls which are in the best interest of delivering overall value. I think it's important for marketers to think differently, right? It's important for you to have the ability to take risks, to do things differently. If you keep doing the same thing, you won't see disruptive changes in terms of results. So you'll have to try new things when it comes to comms, when it comes to promotion, when it comes to various marketing activities. And to do that, my mantra has been that always, if you're talking about doing something new, back it up with consumer insight or the voice of the consumer. If you have the voice of the consumer, you will be able to defend it across, whether it is business or sales or any other function, and work collaboratively with all of them. So if you have to make independent decisions, ensure that you have a strong backing of the consumer voice or the consumer insights that justify the action that you're planning to take. I personally feel if it is independent to the extent that the marketing function has the ability to take the right decisions when it comes to specialized skill sets, I think that is what I feel is important. Hence, the strength, if I would have to say, if it's an independent function, what will be the strength? The strength will definitely be the freedom to take independent decisions, maybe take more risks, more disruptive decisions than when you have to drive consensus. So those will be the strengths. However, in terms of weaknesses, I believe that if it works in isolation, it is not possibly going to be closely entwined with the business objectives, and hence may lose vision of the business objectives. which is in the long run not beneficial for marketing. The second thing, which I feel in terms of the weakness is also that if you become isolated and independent and not collaborative enough with respect to the business, then there will be a lot of finger pointing, a lot of points of conflict that can happen within the organization, where the marketing team is seen as an isolated function that is not helping either sales or product or business objectives, and hence may lead to negativity and negative mindsets. In terms of opportunities, like I said, gives you more opportunity to do disruptive things, to challenge the status quo without having to drive consensus necessarily. But the threat is exactly that. If the function ends up becoming so isolated that it has no connection with the business goals and objectives, and drives its own agenda, then it will be seen as redundant, and there will be negative and points of conflicts around it.